that'll utilize my leaf springs. So 52 swaps, you know what I mean? This, we can probably do it. You know what I mean? This is pretty soft, if you can see that moving. See it moving? And I weigh about 200 pounds. So just understand the weight of your truck, small block, big block, it's gonna squish down significantly. And these would probably squish down about 3 inches. You'd have about net 3 inches of lift. Another thing is you can also do that to the rear. That's how my rear suspension is right now on my truck. Probably would have to adjust a shackle clip. Okay? But side by side comparison, okay? Literally, I'm gonna have to set you down. I'm gonna stack them so you can see the difference. Okay? This would be on. See how they maintain the same pattern? Have you seen the free height? You know what I mean? Free height from me measuring straight down from the pin gave you the actual measurement of what the lift actually is unloaded. So this is indeed, this top upper 48 is indeed 5.5 inches of lift. I know for a fact, but the 52 is questionable. You know what I mean? So understand when you do a B52 kit, because I'm going to wrap this up here, that it might not exactly be the amount of lift that somebody might tell you it's gonna be, because it might not. And when you do B52, understand that it's not a bolt-on by any means. By you, like the way this 48 leaf would be, if you modified it, that would probably be a direct bolt-on. And that's why I do things the way I do things. I would run a 52, and maybe you'll actually see me run an arched 8-inch 52 on the front of that Suburban. Varying, you know what I mean? So, you can do a hell lot more with this leaf, this 52, by the way. You seen all the parts I got? That is just thrown together within 5 minutes. Okay? Took me 5 minutes. Not including clamps that I gotta weld on it. Probably would have to cut this leaf down here. Right there. But then again, I have other leaves that I could put on it. You've seen the stack of leaves I got. That's two different. There's a set of 56s there. Pretty much everything from my 56s, other than the main leaf and the leaf under it. Everything else is 6-inch leaves from a different pack. Literally, the stuff that was under the 8-inch lift. Another thing to take note is, well, actually, no. I was gonna say, when you're looking down things, and you're looking at used leaf springs, make sure that is straight. You look at your ends right here, square, like that. You'd want to look at them like this. Make sure these are flat and don't have no twists in them too. If you're gonna build custom leaves yourself, make sure the leaf springs. See how an arched leaf is just a little bit thicker. Regular leaves are thinner. You know what I mean? It's hard to notice, but it is noticeable. It doesn't make a difference, okay? As long as they're the same width, and usable with the pin. You know what I mean? You can space them out and cut them down yourself. My front leaf springs are like that, and they work. Add that to the notes. But nobody wants to sit and pay a lot of money for, you know what I mean, a pair of leaf springs like this with them shitty ass fucking India fucking clamps, I should say. I'm not trying to, not India, India, you know what I mean? I have a lot of friends that are Indian and they probably make better leaf spring clamps than that country. So DIY, you can build the stuff yourself, then even put it through its paces like I do, simple flex checks, clearances, how it works before you, like, you know what I mean. You can also rebushing these too with polyurethane better leaf spring bushings, skyjacker bushings. For these, those are factory polyurethane bushings. You literally, they sell the skyjacker, to actually take that as a note, skyjacker bushings were square body and super lift bushings are the same bushing. Okay, the only thing that might be different is this bushing sleeve, and that's the main eye hole right there. You can see it's the big hole. That bushing ain't in there, and the sleeves for that one are, and the other one are literally what you just seen on the front of my truck, and they're used as the leaf spring clamp that I was showing you. That's where those went. Gives me bigger bolts, and it makes it work. Like, subscribe, enjoy what I seen. Leave a comment. Leave comments if you have questions, technical information. You can tell me if I'm wrong or not. Maybe you could prove me wrong, but half the time I prove people right, that I'm right. You know what I mean? Don't sit there and look at that setup like that, because I wouldn't even approve of that. That's just holding it all together. And like I said, if I were to use this one in the front of a truck, I would probably have 2 more leaves in that and not really worry about it being so squishy, or bouncy I should say, because, you know what I mean, the amount of space there and then the amount of space for leaf springs there. As long as you see how I got it spaced here, to get thicker on the end, and then you get more narrower. You can understand how that actually works. It's not what you're looking at, the amount of leaves. It's not what the amount of leaves that you're seeing. It's the amount of spacing that's between those. Okay? Like, subscribe, enjoy what I said. Have a good one.